Welcome back, everybody, to the Insightful Podcast. We gain insight in order to move forward in life. Today's episode is going to be about how delayed gratification is a superpower. And it's a superpower that, if you're not using right now, can drastically change your life if you start to implement it. Instant gratification is choosing the easy way out, choosing the easy option right now to make you feel good about yourself. But delayed gratification is doing the things that suck, that maybe don't feel good right now, but feel good in the future because you did them so often and because you were working towards something bigger than yourself right now for your future. So the first thing is that the world is engineered for immediate rewards. Fast food, fast entertainment, fast validation, fast money schemes. We live we live in a culture that rewards impulse. Delayed gratification makes you rare, and rare people win long term. When you look at building your physique, you could train right now and you might not see any results, or you might not see a drastic change in how you look in the next week or 2 weeks. But if you stick with that, if you stick with your training, if you show up to the gym every single day, you will be unrecognizable in 3 years. You could be you're natural, and if you just train every single day for 3 years, you will look amazing. I could promise you that. If you stay consistent, if you stay consistent with your diet, those are the things that are going to change you for your future. And in the moment, it sucks. Sometimes waking up early or staying out late to get your gym session in because you were busy all day, it sucks. But at the end of it is a reward that you are seeking, and that if you could stick to that long term, you would be proud of yourself for never giving up, right? And I think that's why we need to focus on delayed gratification in everything we do, because it's going to give us the results that we are after. For my second point, discipline expands your future. Every time you delay pleasure, you invest in your future self, right? If you skip the junk, you will have a better physique. If you skip the impulse buy, you will have financial freedom in the future. If you skip the emotional reaction, you will have stronger relationships. Short term sacrifice creates long term leverage. Most people trade their future for a feeling, right? And when we go into, let's say, relationships and friendships, when you react in a very emotional manner, you can upset a lot of people. And a lot of people take time to forgive. And even if they do forgive you, they can't help but look back at how you treated them in that moment where you were out of your emotions and you couldn't control how you were feeling and you took it out all on them. And no one wants to feel that way. So I think it's super important to recognize that in those moments, those are pivotal moments. Those are butterfly effect moments. If you choose the right decision every single time, you will see that you are building yourself up to the person that you are meant to be. So focus on that, my friend. Focus on those pivotal moments where if you do what you're supposed to do, and you do the right thing, you will be able to expand your future and have more options and have more leverage in the future for the person you want to become. And I think it's super important that we always try to better our futures over making ourselves feel good in the moment, right? If you know that having a difficult conversation with the person you care most about is going to deepen your relationship, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you want to strengthen that relationship with that partner if that means that maybe in the moment it's not the most comfortable thing, or it's not the thing you want to do? It still matters, because if you truly care about them, you would do that. For my third point, self control builds self respect. This one hits deep. When you keep promises to yourself, you trust yourself more, you carry yourself differently, your confidence becomes quiet and solid. Every time you give into impulse, you weaken that eternal trust. Delayed gratification isn't just about outcomes, it's about identity, right? And when you constantly take the easy way out, when you constantly take that instant gratification instead of delayed gratification, you end up not being the person you're meant to be. And within yourself, you feel less of who you are, because you know you can be doing more. You know you could be showing up better for yourself. And That is the thing that I want you to recognize the most, is that if you keep living this life of picking instant gratification, you will never feel confident. You will never feel like you are doing and being your authentic self, because you're constantly choosing the easy path when you know you are meant for more. For my fourth point, faith is the ultimate form of delayed gratification. Faith requires believing in results you can't see, progress that feels slow, promises that haven't materialized yet. Spiritual maturity is patience over uncertainty. If you can't wait, you can't build anything meaningful. And that is exactly the whole concept of self-improvement within itself, is that being mature and being the person you're meant to be is having faith in the uncertain things. It's showing up for yourself every single day, even when it feels like it sucks, even when it feels like the last thing you want to do and you kind of want to give up. When you show up every single day for yourself, for your future that you cannot see yet, you start to feel better about yourself. You start to feel that your life has more meaning and that it matters more, because you are building something for your future. And you must focus on this, my friend. You must care about this very much, because that is exactly what you could be missing right now. For my last point, people who can wait dominate. In fitness, the best physiques take years. In business, real wealth compounds over a long period of time. In character, leadership is built slowly. Delayed gratification separates boys from men, amateurs from professionals, emotional from disciplined people. It's not flashy, but it's powerful, right? And that's why one of the most important virtues you could have is patience. Because whatever it is you're seeking, whatever it looks like for you, your success, your goals, what matters the most is how patient you are. Are you willing to wait 10 years to have what you want? Because if you are, I think that's the biggest thing that separates the winners from the losers, is how much patience you can have and how much you could show up every single day without seeing any results. So, my friend, I want you to leave this episode with the concept of delayed gratification and focus on that wholeheartedly and stop giving in to the things that feel good in the moment. Thank you all for making it this far in the episode. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know any other topics you'd like me to discuss in the future. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.